find notes. I was in the car, so we have no string.
The was always this, and the worm was always this, and the barnacle was always
so
this. So if I move over, if like, let's say I make a mistake, and I'm disposed, and I was the turtle, and I'm disposed from being at the top of the evolutionary ladder. So I have to move over one, and now I'm the barnacle.
Right.
And now I have to do the barnacle, and he has to do the turtle.
But when you say that after you make up one, and then you have to do somebody else's.
Right, you have to do their
You have to do
one of your hand symbols and one of their hand
I don't get it
symbols. Okay, so let's say I'm the turtle, right? And it's my turn, and Ariel's the moose. So I'm gonna pick, randomly, I'm gonna pick Ariel. I might pick JJ, who's the
Gazelle.
I'll take Sal, right? So, but it's, so I go like this, and there's no talking, so you gotta pay attention. So I'll do turtle and then moose. She's gotta notice that. If she doesn't notice that, she's out.
She does.
But if she notices it, then she goes moose, and then, maybe she'll do earthworm.
Paramecia.
Oh, I get it.
Get it?
No. God formed a man of dust from the ground, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And out of the ground the Lord God made to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, for good food, the tree of life.
And they are divided and became 4 rivers. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which flows around the whole.
But I will take your word for it.
Have you any idea how old you are?
No.
The book you have introduced in evidence tells you, doesn't it?
I don't think it does, Mr. Darrow.
Let's see whether it does. Is it this one?
When I was reading that, I thought, well, Jennings is saying that, the only reason why this guy's questioning me this way has nothing to do with the law. It has to do with he wants to humiliate me and people who believe in God. Didn't he have a point there?
There was nothing. If you could imagine a period at the end of a sentence, he was talking about a proton. Because in the beginning there was nothing. A proton is 5 billion trillion, a million zeros.
10 to the
It fits into the period. So that's the beginning. And then boom, it happened, if you believe in the Big Bang.
Well, you go on the internet and you can read this stuff. I was looking on the internet.
Intelligent design. So now intelligent design is the word they use as the revolution. But the point of it.
No, don't turn off phones. Who are you?
Where is it?
Great. So that's my scene.
There's something about the
I can't find the fucking thing. Oh, there it is.
I'll let the see some this.
Doing this. Nick is Alex Trebek.
I'm doing it.
So you're Jeff Goldberg.
I'm Jeff Goldberg.
Here you go.
The battery doesn't work anymore.
Jurassic Park. Okay.
The chargeable battery doesn't work unless I have like external batteries for it.
Bubba.
Good.
What are you doing?
Good.
Having breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Daria.
Hi, sweetie. I'm with my favorite 6-year-old boy.
Aww.
Stand between 2 spheres, the expression of my invited thoughts, goes out and up to the sun, and the souls and balls of my feet hung out of the globe of the earth. As we leave the dancing patterns of infinity, deeply I'm a juggler. Deeply I breathe out into the universe. I have breathed in. I, atomic child, charm child, star child of the universe, juggle and am juggled. Deeply I am a juggler. Deeply I breathe out into the universe. I have breathed in, into the universe, where suns juggle planets, where galaxies juggle suns and their system, where the mass juggler juggles These 10 to the 10 of the story 10 to the
On top of it.
On top of the sand. Passing them all later.
Excellent group, numerous group of young people. We have a new cohort of young people entering into the life of our fellowship. It's good to see them. Children are really beautiful. So it's a good time today. So also, if we have any visitors, I don't think so. If I've overlooked anyone, please fill out the yellow card and place it in the offering plate. Join us for coffee. Now announcements.
Want to volunteer for juggling? Yay!
You want to see the demonstration first? Okay, let's do the demonstration first.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, stand up.
Watch that.
Take one ball and toss it back and forth from hand to hand in a gentle arc just above your head. Good. Take two balls, one in each hand. Toss the balls in your right hand just as you did with the one ball. When it reaches its highest point, toss the ball in your left hand in exactly the same manner. Focus on smooth, easy throws and let both balls drop. Step 3 is the same as step 2, only this time catch the first toss. Let the second toss drop. Step 4 is the same as step 2, only this time catch them both. Great. Now you are ready to try 3 balls. Take 2 balls in one hand and 1 in the other. Toss the front ball in the hand that has 2. When it reaches its high point, throw the single ball in your other hand. When it reaches its high point, throw the remaining ball. Let them all drop.
Step 6 on nuts, but there's a simpler explanation. I'm a juggling klutz.
Well, I think we have to be joyful that the
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You alive. Way down in my heart, I'll be there on the double, as fast as I can. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough? Ain't no valley long enough? Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe? To keep me from getting
time future, and time future contained in time past. If all time is eternally present, all time is unredeemable. Perpetual possibility, only in a world of speculation. What might have been and what has been, points to one end, which is always present.
Goes out and up to the sun, and the soles and balls of my feet hug the loam of the earth, as I weave the dancing patterns of infinity. Deeply I am a juggler. Deeply I breathe out into the universe. I have breathed in. I, atomic child, charm child, star child of the universe, juggle and am juggled. Deeply, I am a juggler. Deeply, I breathe out into the universe. I have breathed into the universe, where suns juggle planets, where galaxies juggle suns and their systems, where the mass juggler juggles. These 10 to the 10 of the starry 10 to the 10. Constantly, immaculately, eternally. I, atomic child, charm child, star child of the universe, juggle and am juggled.
One.
And now we have the welcoming announcement.
If you've never created one of these, please do so, so we can send you some information about our programs and activities. Please join us for coffee after the service, and if you use a blue coffee mug.
I meant to do that.
Step 4 is the same as step 2, only this time catch them both. Now you're ready to try 3 balls. Take two balls in one hand and one in the other. Toss the front ball in the. Are you sure? Take 2 balls in one hand and one in the other. Toss the front ball in the hand that has 2. When it reaches the tie point, throw a single ball in your other hand. When it reaches its high point, throw the remaining balls. Let them all drop.
All right.
Step 6 is the same as step 5, only this time you catch the first toss.
This one with this hand?
That was with their drop.
Too scared for her piano. Hey, duck behind. I think they should make her
Okay.
practice.
If you catch the first 2 balls and remember to throw the third, you will notice that there is only 1 ball remaining in the air, and you have already done 1 ball. We told you juggling was easy. Catch the third ball and you'll experience your first juggling. So you want to toss them all and catch them all.
Not all.
Tomatoes when they hit the kitchen door. 3 jumbo eggs are scrambled, but they're not on a plate. 3 loaves of bread are crumbled, I'll use the crumbs for bait. 3 Barbie dolls have lost their heads. 3 pepper mills are smashed. 3 goldfish died while doing flips. 3 model airplanes crashed. 3 lettuce heads unraveled. 3 onions came unpeeled. My parents didn't know who did it until my sister squealed. My parents are befuddled. They think I've gone nuts. There's a simple explanation. I'm a juggling klutz.
which is just a big word for books, therapists, current U.S. presidents, show and tell, household objects, and finally one-letter words. Anyway, Jeff Goldblum, you were in third place, so the board is yours.
Well, this is Jeopardy, seeing as there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different categories.
Right, Mr. Connery, why don't you pick?
It looks like this is my lucky day. I'll pick the rapists for 200.
That's therapists. That's therapists, not the rapists. Let's skip therapists and try household objects for $400. And the answer is, you usually drink water out of one of these. Sean Connery.
A leather glove.
No. Mini driver.
A toilet.
That is awful. Jeff Goldblum. And you're an idiot. The answer was a glass.
Then the day is mine.
Technically, it's still Mr. Goldblum's board, but since he's a human wasteland, I'll let Mr. Connery pick again.
Oh, I'll play a game, you rogue. Let's try the rapists for $20.
How about show and tell for
It's a man with a mustache.
No, Mr. Connery, I am not the object. I haven't shown it to you yet. Here it is. Name this object. Mini driver.
It's a popsicle.
No, Jeff Goldblum. Name this object.
Yes, thank you. That's what did you call it when you punish criminals in the days of New York? It was, and you put them in the square.
You know. You mean the stocks or a pillory?
Yes, exactly.
It's a freaking hammer!
Well, of course it is.
Now you listen to me, you back off to that. You wouldn't have known that if you didn't have that card in front of you. It's a piece of a card.
Whatever. Let's move on to current U.S. presidents for $400. And the answer is, he is the current U.S. president. He has brown hair and he
probably seen him in the news. His first name is George. Mr. Connery, I know for a fact you had dinner with him recently. His last name is Bush. His name is George W. Bush. Please someone simply say, who is George W. Bush? Someone just say it. Anyone. And the show has reached a new low.
And I'm the cock of the walk.
Alright, let's just move on to Final Jeopardy. And the category is letters of the alphabet. All you have to do is write down a letter. Any letter at all. For instance,
are both perhaps present in time future, and time future contained in time past. If all time is eternally present, all time is unredeemable. What might have been is an abstraction, remaining a perpetual possibility, only in a world of speculation. What might have been and what has been point to one end, which is always present. Footfalls echo in the memory, down the passage which we did not take, towards the door we never opened, into the rose garden. My words echo thus in your mind, but to what purpose? Disturbing the dust on a bowl of rose leaves, I do not know. Other echoes inhabit the garden. Shall we follow? Quick, said the bird. Find them. Find them.
Party without morals and happy endings, and he kept harvesting her and climbing her and chopping her down to a nub. And she said, baby, I know I'll be left shaken, but before your green eyes and greedy hands break me from all this taken, I'm going to start making something else out of me.
That's nice.
Thank you, Amalia.
That's nice.
Hi, I'm Joseph.
Hi, Joe.
And you're knowledgeable of the